Would love to see an Ascent, of course.
All right, GE on defense, RRQ on attack. RRQ never get off the good starts. Look at this pistol win rate in comparison. Almost double.
Previously. This time they're pushing down middle on the pistol.
Yeah, something different.
Trip early for info. And then a 5 pass and push towards middle. I mean, they might get lucky here. Let's see what peak this is. Oh, that's unlucky.
That is potentially bad news. GE have to make a split-second decision. Do we keep going or do we cancel? The answer is we're going to keep going, but we're going to go right into Cushy and we're going to go right into Crazy Guy. This is the perfect start for RRQ.
All right, it's literally just tuck in the whole time.
Yeah,
I mean, that was nice. Crazy Guy gets a little peek out and sees 4 pushing.
I mean, this is exactly
There's 3 ready to react.
Nice
and easy.
Oh,
it's a rare pistol. Something that they never get. This is why I picked RRQ, because their pistol rate was so low, but they're still winning games.
They saw all 5 down middle. It's a quick pivot over on the B side. That's footsteps, and G thinks to chase instead. Unbeknownst to them, it's Crazy.
Older with the prime, appreciate the 20 months.
And they just pick them apart.
Was this not a crazy overextend? I mean, it's just a pistol, man. If they had started walking over towards one of the sites, you'd call it a sick pistol. Everyone tries to play together on defense.
For this game, because again, you know, you talk about the mind games. That was a really big conversation point. You know,
pretty much had the best setup for what was going on.
Is really a good example of it, right? There's certainly a lot of layers to that. GE this time coming off worse for it, but I'm sure there's going to be a few more implications as we go deeper into this matchup as to how those kinds of rounds are going to play out, and there'll be a few fumbles probably from RRQ on that way as well.
Yeah, so much potentially. I mean, that's, I think, another big question as well, just seeing global esports' path into playoffs. You know, first one, it's pretty big for this team. You know,
what do you think about the GE comp? I mean, GE go for mad stuff, man. It's just how they play.
Ever since that game against KRX,
they normally do some pretty good stuff with it. The Veto, not so much. The Sage Deadlock stuff that they do, I can get on board with.
Spoilers to their plans. Do they lose that kind of composure and confidence in themselves and their ability again? So, big test, but for now, just an anti-eco quick Russian from RRQ.
Yeah, so back aside as well, comes up on radar.
Putting in some work on the entry.
Yeah, they saw this guy.
Amends to make for last week, I think, and it's good to see him starting well. A pretty routine round out here for RRQ, but yeah, what I'm
very nice on this. We got what?
Armor
rebuy? Maybe an armor rebuy, I'm not even sure.
Because I really feel like he's been a big X factor or a big proponent of the success for RRQ in the past, and the fact that he just went completely missing last week was such a surprise to us all. But if he has a good day today, well, maybe
why peek there? Don't know which peek you're talking about, but it's an eco. First one's trying to dodge the drone, or like try and get a kill before the drone checks him. Everyone else is trying to save the guy in sight.
He did find that recovery towards the end of the maps as well, and that's just something that you always got to think about with this guy. The fact that he's on the neon as well, though, is very
okay. Jim can rebuy his armor as well. It's fine with what's going on. Full retake over towards A. They're out on side already.
They've got themselves a Viper wall set up. Get that plant down early on in the piece. The question is now, sent in the direction of GE, what is the answer going to be? They're waiting, of course, for Yudatan to come across. He's still making his way.
I mean, they got no flashes as well, and they can just
probably slow down for the next,
all up once again, and they have to respect
wait
it.
For the utility to go down, and then start to find your picks. You've got them surrounded completely.
A little bit of mad attack here would go pretty heavy.
Where RRQ have got this
imagine if they mad attacked that. He would have got 2 kills.
There's multiple players waiting for him there. Jekin for 1, but no more than that. GE looking for their response.
Okay, it's nice from GE. Yeah, man, a little bit of mad attack here. I'm telling you, that would have won that round. I'm surprised they didn't go for it. You'd feel like if you were playing a comp like this, you would look at other regions. Ended up being really clean, man.
Also, quite, I think controlled with G. And
what's the mad attack? You harden the cove, and then you just sit in the corner of it. They're forced to spam it before they get in. And then if they don't, then you're all crouched and you see their legs before they get in, basically. It's just like normal smoke tech, but normal smoke tech, but just with the cove. And it works because you can't get spammed.
Intrigued to see what Yudotan is going to get up to here. He's obviously got the judge in hand, so...
That's some tech. He just in that's because it's the Cove, or is it actually his stuff?
Which is kind of what you're seeing outside of A here. Obviously, GE a little bit more interested in taking a look at middle.
And that's what this double Sentinel composition can do as well. We saw it against
It's actually his? Oh, okay.
How effective how
yeah,
it can be with the Sage, the walls coming up, blocking off avenues of entry, the slows coming in to slow things down as well. But the main thing right now, though, is they're aware of Xfero being around the corner as well. Does G continue to push the issue? Is RRQ going to try to pivot back over onto A site?
Oh, nice bait and switch, but it's not going to matter. Xfero is just so
yeah,
much
I mean, the
better.
Neon should be sliding fast to make sure that it's a trade, but Jesus, it's an incredible shot.
Readjustment. That's a perfect start for RRQ as they'll waltz their way into A.
Yeah, the only way that G turns things back is if Crystal somehow really proves
they got luck over towards middle as well. I mean, do these three just save?
Necessary. Slow mid rotation as well because they're always concerned.
It's a really weird situation.
There is a lurk. Crazy guy. Just trying to hold on to middle. We'll give away his position, but again, it doesn't really matter. It seems like the aim
nice shots in this round, man.
Today.
Big buy round, they start doing that. That's scary.
Largely irrelevant at this point. It sort of feels like GE are already in safe territory.
Most likely. It's just not really being able to see too much. You've got the Viper wall up over the A side as well. It's just way too difficult. So, relatively good call to save, but apart from that, you can tell, you know, this is exactly what you're thinking about. You could be
who on the pistol? RRQ did.
Once again, you had
Wait, what's going on here?
2 players inside of Cave or A main, and somehow that's still
the rare good RRQ start, man.
With the aim, you had a judge as well. Like those are positions where
Who
you're
meant
to win, but you know, one way or another, it happens, and you have to quickly pivot over into thinking, how can you recover from that
I mean,
unfortunately,
the Neon at least did the little jump bait for it, but the whole point of the Neon is to like pull the crosshair away.
And you know, I think there's no real...
Dad's disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing else you can really say because, well, like you didn't do anything wrong per se. You didn't have a bad setup or anything like that. You just didn't hit your shots. And on a day like today, you're going to have to be hitting your shots. But GE have to try and
dude, they are hitting their
shots.
I'm telling you, man. RRQ
look
look good.
Looking a bit awkward. RRQ are...
Dude, what's going on today, boys? Is this a YouTube thing?
Coming in a little bit sleepy. Autumn 0-5 as well. That's 2 rounds in a row now where he has lost the opening pick as well. Gee, have to start getting a bit worried here. They've got to find a way to turn this around. Push coming through from Yudotan, and that might be just
no
enough
trade
to
on
settle
this.
the
No
nerves
trade,
here.
no space
Back
taken.
to a 4-on-4, slow it down a little bit, and give GE some breathing room.
Exactly what you need in this moment. Take flight. Start to think about where RRQ could be positioned. The drone potentially selling some kind of a fake. At least you'll still trust in the utility that you do have, which would be the Viper wall as well as the Sage wall inside of
Tego, thanks so much, man. Appreciate the 18 months.
2-2 split.
What are they going to do? Just wait for this to break? I mean, the nice thing about RRQ is they know that GE's comp can't really get like super proactive. It can do little things, but they're not real. The reason that they probably walk down middle is because they're never going to walk down middle. They're in their buy rounds. So the fact that they don't re-clear anything means you can kind of just wait for some of this util to break, knowing that you create pressure around the map passively.
Hits down now as well, so that will add another element
it's a strong pit, man.
Oh,
this is a strong pit. They got to go right side.
Player advantage, and Cushy is quite low now as well, so this could still go back the way of GE. They've got to push their way into that pit.
Maybe Yudotan pushes.
Yeah, they're handling it well, though.
Yep, lead the charge. Cushy.
They should just go right side and spam it.
Orb goes up to try to slow things down. Jemkin again, he's on a bit of a heater. A triple for Jemkin in the round. It might just be enough to close it out. Poundman saves the day with the final shot through.
I like how GE handled this, so it was good from them.
GE will get themselves their second, but it is on a knife's edge right now.
Yeah, not exactly the way that you want to start the round, but at least they still managed to stabilize towards
Wasn't
the end.
GE Viper. I mean, they're trying to heavy hold aim in.
Somehow became RRQ's undoing.
It's fine.
They all stayed inside.
I think it was just this round. I'm pretty sure.
You know, Yudotan being that neon with a relay bolt starts to break things apart. Jemkin, they always had to pivot back and forth, 90 degrees left and right. and it's always a tough shot to hit.
Chicken with the Prime, appreciate the 3 months. How do you feel about G's comp? I mean,
I
I would never use it, but I get the idea.
It's still a really good point to bring up the fact that Autumn needs to step up.
100%, and maybe that's going to be the conversation here coming through from Frost. Obviously, like we've said, it's a real mental battle between these two teams.
Yeah, it's an early timeout. I mean, this whole, I'm pretty sure this whole setup is to make sure that they can't take A main, right?
And now facing each other head-to-head on the stage, and this is where they first both get to have some really significant impact on this game.
It's definitely.
Is Halberd being played on any other map? I mean, people are, well,
D2
D2 were doing it on pretty much every map at one point and then scrapped it.
The fact that they are both so familiar with each other and how they're, thinking about Valorant. They've seen
In the
each
current map
other's,
pool, not massively. Don't use it on others.
Frost's, approach towards Breeze.
But it'd be like 1 or 2 teams.
But that's where you really want to think about how the next few rounds could go. So far, this comes down to 2 retakes successful for GE. Apart from that, they've often lost the initiative in the early fights, and that could be because of Autumn. As the solo chamber, you really need him to be able to
on Ascent,
either find
probably not. Everyone plays after plants on site, apart from maybe A.
Right now, though, it's an attention
That's how I would look at it.
Meanwhile, RRQ staying with the same 3-2
because otherwise you would just play Viper.
You probably want to change up the approach to the early round for GE. That will be the conversation point in that break time.
Dude, fair play. I said that GE weren't going to go far, like 4-person aggro, 5-person aggro, but here we go. They had a little set strat to try punish over towards middle. 2 go through door and they boost themselves up for this angle. Yeah, I mean RRQ are just perfectly ready for this. Well, not ready, but their setup is like the best feeling again that could have happened. GE pushed middle twice on the pistol and this, and RRQ literally just have the best setup you could imagine for what's going on.
Xfero low, but still hitting shots, and so Harvey's going to go down. It's a favorable exchange, of course, for RRQ, and even with that clean kill onto Xfero and onto Kushi, this is still a really tough round for GE. You've got to get past
just the corner of it.
Crazy guy, and Autumn, who has only just found his first frag of the map, is the one in the 2v1 clutch. There'd be no better time to start to turn it around than now, but Quack, I feel as though he might be starting to run out of time. A tap on the defuse, tries to get something going, but it's
unlucky on that one.
Had
to get that first kill. Dude, the Viper window getting this kill is the whole round, by the way.
At least he would have found the first one, though. I mean, so far so good in the micro. He's able to TP
if Neon dies after the next week, where does the meta go? Most teams will go with Jet. It'll be a mix of Jet, Waylay, Raze, and then I would say you're going to see a lot of Phoenix.
Exactly where all the plans fall apart. Initially, Pat taking first contact. They saw the positions.
You gotta have a duelist that gets through the chokes.
Just not able to find that correct footing.
So dependent on the map, it'd be like Raze Phoenix. Most will rely on Jet Phoenix.
That gives RRQ the lead. Economy broken for GE.
Ooh.
But now Autumn
what's the Neon change? We don't know yet.
Yeah, that's a bit more like it.
But they said that they're doing it. Gets announced tomorrow.
Now RRQ get a little bit of their comeuppance. It's a 3D peek maybe from Jemkin straight into the shot from Autumn, and now all of a sudden, GE get to play from the front. They get to play from the 5-on-4.
Look at this as well, right? The rotation off the initial
pick. It's a good stack here.
Also have the ultimate brought out
you can hit one, the slow goes down.
Online and zeroed in on towards A main. Anyone who dare step out, if the wall doesn't come up in time, could really be hampered to things.
Drone out. Bit of info put through. Hunter's Fury with a little bit of a look in as well, but the connections
all kind of comes down to Autumn.
And Autumn has changed up his position as well. Won't be scanned, and it's going to be too little too late for Kushi as that information now starts to come through. Autumn starting to pop off in this round. He's been missing, but now he's being the difference maker. Almost
big
on for the ace,
man.
doesn't quite get it done. But
dude, Sefero is playing insane right now.
Patman is there for GE. Can he get it done?
He's been that guy for the team.
I mean, Patman has been the guy. Dude, look at Patman. It's nice from him. It's a big round from Autumn. It's solo from him.
Oh, they get through another round by the skin of their teeth, but if that's what it's going to take, Quack, a 4K from Autumn and then a 1v1 clutch, I'm still not holding my breath.
Yeah.
Not entirely convincing.
The good news is that
still, though, I mean, that
star factor,
money gets better. You love to see it happen.
Cooley with the tier 1. I'm pretty sure the 14 months, man. Thank you for that.
Peak and Xfero not able to react in time. But at the same moment, just thinking about how this entire round plays out, you have 2 walls, and that's the strength of the composition that RRQ has brought into the fray as well. You've got a Viper wall initially to kind of condition and mentally confuse your opponents. But then the second deeper Harper wall comes up, and that allows for Crazy Guy to come in with a side flank, which unfortunately
Frost is just permanently angry.
For GE then to once again try to get the right read, but the 0 points always tossing things apart. It's an A split now.
Yeah, I wonder if RRQ going to go fast here to try to unsettle things. It looks like that'll be the case.
No way.
Instantly taken down on the trade,
well,
but
he's going to be even angrier after that.
They get. It's a 2-for-1 into A. They get the plant down, and again, it's GE on the back foot.
I mean, that just tells me, right? That's such a big read. You saw that Autumn was starting to opt.
Already got a Viper again.
Let's just run it down, and they actually managed to find the successful trades. You've got Null Command propped up as well, and that's going to be GE a little bit slower to the party this time. Same approach from Yudotan.
Sage is going super slow because Sage is kind of thinking that there's no way they let me get this res for free.
It almost feels like Groundhog Day. They're retaking into a pit on the A site once again, and that was one of the rounds that GE won. But
time is really low.
They don't have that much time to play with. Luckily, they've got Cushy out of the picture. It's a 1-for-1. Now Yudotan starting to come into his own. Xpero!
The insta-stick might have actually done it.
Defuse on, and it will be close, but Yudotan
holy, dude, they took so long. They were so sure they were fighting deep over towards spawn. They were so sure of it.
Unfortunately not. Yeah, I mean, every round so
darn close.
They have to fight tooth and nail for every single retake that they have. And this one comes down to time. They had the positions. Yudotan broke apart this A main hold with that relay bolt.
Don't show us the frost cam here. Oh no, he's furious, man.
Left to deal with the
I reckon the desk got hit for this.
Timed their peaks and trades into it. And they actually managed to find the frags necessary, but just down to that defuse, man. Oh my goodness. Once again, you have to think about economy, and once more, GE is...
I mean, they were a little fortunate to get it that close, to be honest, if Udo didn't hit that shot. They're on the eco and they put a Viper into it. Oh, they're desperate. They're really desperate. And it's in the wrong site.
Of course, like you said, he pulls the pit out in A main, so doesn't have that in the back pocket anymore either. This is a very tough retake for GE.
Trying to go in as a full pistol train. Perhaps buy the attention away for Patman to find a flank.
Cushy was spotted out here as well, I think. They are aware of his position, so they're going to try and clear him out as well. Going together, that's nice.
God, Udo's getting wrecked, man. It's kind of insane.
Time will be a real factor, and I think Patman is going to have to come up with the goods. He comes in from that flank and opens it up. Now it's down to a 1v2. They've just got to find Monyet. Crystal's on the defuse. He had no idea, but Patman again gets the kill. Unfortunately, no time. GE are just getting so close, yet so far. And that is 6-3 for RRQ.
Patman at least survives. Yeah, but dude, as soon as that barrier down,
I mean,
wanting to put the ult into the eco, is that not a bad sign?
Against Nongshim, they actually ended up in a successful 9-3. This time around, though, feels like the score has turned around, more attack-sided for RRQ, just because of the reads, just because of the rushes, and G not able to respond. Every single round down to the retake.
Why is there not another timeout here?
I mean, it was a good way to work around the eco.
It's a must-win round, especially with this comp. Pretty defensive comp. And they got 4 people that can get one shot. They kind of pick the right side again.
Yeah, they've really cracked the code, it would seem like. These fast plays is exactly what they've got.
It feels like GE were expecting, with how GE were playing, it looks like they were kind of expecting so much pressure over towards middle on these rounds. And it's literally just been a sight hands.
Pulled out to try and slow things down, but it's not really going to matter.
What a beast.
Oh my
god, bro, what is that third one? He's not even looking at him.
And it's just Xfera left. Trying to play by window. Everyone's marking for him.
Yeah, give him the ace.
What was that? Dude forced him down to an eco. That's some mad impact.
Can't let his mental go up that high.
I mean, look, you go back to that previous round where Patman sort of wastes
insane from him.
He goes, don't worry about it, mate. I'll just...
He's actually just like, if you look at the minimap when he's doing this, he's just solo sending it. It's pretty cool though. They use the Sova ult to like clear through the smoke on the right side with that line, and he doesn't tag anyone, so he knows that it's clear.
Something that I think RRQ was
but
not
that expecting
at all, and that's going to be another one to add to the montage. There's already a YouTube compilation of Pat being that difference maker for G, 9-minute compilation.
Dude, he has been insane this season, and once again delivering 13-4 in this half, and they're down 6-4.
And
Can only get better for
The
Patman,
stacking
I
sights a
imagine.
little heavier now. We've got 3 here.
RRQ,
Actually playing to fight this one.
They're also employing a very different approach to how they normally go. A little bit more
What
slow and
is
methodical.
this?
This time around, rushing
Grimoire.
back and forth, but taking things slow. Economy's not quite there. So just trying to do a little bit more scouting, some recon work. GE, though. I mean, the positions, this is what worked out for them so well. This time, however, it's Javi on a wall perched up on top of a pyramid. So that's another thing that maybe RQ won't expect. But then again, they might not really walk into it. The main thing to watch out for here would be the setup around B site, Autumn and Patman.
Yeah, Drone will have spotted it now anyway. Cushy heading back over to B. It's going to be another B hit. RRQ have been successful getting in, but this time they run straight into Patman. Once again, it seems like the door is closed. Patman is doing it all by himself
dude.
at the moment for GE.
He did good, though.
Eventually,
He did good. It's a shame they didn't get one extra over towards site.
Rotate coming through here from Harvey, and that
Oh
is an
boy.
unexpected
Big
position
1v1 over
for
towards
Crystal.
site here. No time. Well, no
So
space to
all
plant.
of a sudden, it's maybe falling apart. GE with Udotan still alive.
Big recon.
A lot of recon available for Cushy as well, though. Udo has to be really quick
mean,
to
it could
break
be
utility
anywhere.
or reposition around.
Spikes out in no man's land. 13 seconds here, Quack. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it. Has to
Ooh,
win
he
the
wanted
duel
to
and
fight
can't.
him before he
Udotan
got the
saves
spike.
the
It's a
day
little
for
scary.
GE, and they are really just hanging on by the slivers of their fingers in a lot of these rounds. But you're kind of starting to get to that pass score mark, right? They're getting at least something in this first half.
Yeah, at least 6-6. Not too bad. You know, you kind of think about how the attack side could go. Working against a double controller on the defensive.
Yeah, Patman, I mean, kind of
Apart
won him
from that,
another round,
You
really.
really have to worry for GE. This is another round, again, where Autumn has failed to be that anchor for the B side. He was alongside Pat. Pat actually had the snake bite to kind of try and delay or slow things down.
Every round is close. Every round's
Pistols,
insanely
maybe
close,
it's
yeah.
the mobility, but Autumn was not able to land a shot.
I
So
think there's
big more support
about
this time. It's Crystal
8
on
rounds
B
that
side,
could have gone either way.
Big execute coming across.
Yeah, and they're straight on in once again. RRQ
Dude, they literally just site hit
not delaying
only.
things at all. Plan's going to go down.
Interesting to see the GE maybe just have like the same setup when they use Viper ult. I don't know. We've seen Viper ult twice. Every single time Viper ult is up, RRQ just spam B.
Still has a lot of utility in for it as well, but once again, Autumn onto the off, trying to find some picks, and there he goes.
Yeah, Xfero's in such a strong position here. They're going to have to try to clear him out. He might even find one more.
Might have just been for
Harvey
this
goes
game,
down. This is looking like a doomed retake for GE.
Gotta feel like 7's good on attack here if they can
And
win this.
Autumn.
It's a nice shot.
And it's really just falling apart at the seams, isn't it?
I think 7's
RRQ with
really
far
good,
too many
man.
numbers. A solid first
Considering the
half,
comp they're up
7-5,
against, it
they
feels
claim the
good.
lead. GE, did they do enough? Have they got enough, do you reckon? I mean, that's
I don't think
still
so.
something. It's a base platform to build
think they
off
gotta
of,
win
and they're gonna
pistol.
need to have a pretty damn good second half here.
They really do. I mean, you're absolutely right, Jordan. It's the fact that they need to lock the heck in. Second half, start out with the pistol banger and continue onward from there, because if not, I could see this going
But
south
Viper's
real
playing well
quick.
when
Look
TMB
at
made
how
a
RQ's
video
playing. They're a
about
lot faster
Viper.
than
Wait,
they used to be.
what's the
And
video
at the
about
same
Viper?
time,
Saying it's good
they
or bad?
always have, you know, well thought out plans.
think it's good, I guess,
post-plan.
right?
Xfero always,
Or-
they always have another additional layer.
Is
Someone
it a
on the
comparison
board,
to the
someone
Arbor?
else. This time it was Xfero out towards elbow, and he's able to be that spoiler, you know, peeking out towards middle, taking a couple of players down, being that extra factor that G has to worry about in those retakes. So in these, you know, tactical timeouts, you can tell the coaches are definitely finding their input. This is already shaping up to be one hell of a matchup.
Well, I was
The
gonna
teams
say, do you
aren't
think
playing
this
it?
is a
Oh,
case
okay.
of the apprentice overtaking the master a little bit.
Yeah, I
right?
mean it's strong.
You obviously talk about Jovi and you talk about Frost, and Frost has kind of taught him everything he knows, but
Oh my
now
God.
maybe that's going to blow up a little bit, as it seems as though in a lot of cases RRQ, I feel like, are getting the better read than GE in a lot of these
Frost
rounds.
says that
So
Sage is a counter
maybe
for
the
Neon,
game plan, maybe the prep's just been
but
a
I'm
little
not
bit
sure.
better there
Is
for
using
RRQ
Sage
coming
great
into,
though?
this
I mean,
matchup.
Sage
You
is
know, I'm
Sage
not
is a
gonna
more
lie. In a
reliable
nutshell,
counter to
I would say
Neon
you're
than the
right. I would agree
deadlock
with
stuff
you.
he's
Just the fact
trying.
that
I would
so
say.
far, this is the result. We're seeing RQ
Kind of feels interesting. I mean, GE. Frost will always try an anti-meta. Whatever the meta is, they'll try to go the opposite way and try and find a counter threat. Problem with this one is, I think at this current meta, it's better to just, like, it's so stacked double duelist that a lot of times you should just run it. But he's kind of going for, like, my thing is, I'm not sure he, like, knows for sure what is the read. Because he used a lot of vetoes saying it's the anti. He used a lot of deadlock thinking it's the anti, and then he uses Sage at the same time, so it doesn't seem like it's super convincing because they're not using the same thing, right? But I agree. I think Sage is, in my opinion, the best way to go for it, but double duelist is too strong, man. I would just run it.
Double Sentinel, you know, they're starting to slow things down.
It might be a pistol each.
Well. They should, but you got to worry about Jemkin now, who's on a slight flank.
RRQ definitely taking their time about this. Jemkin, he's got a few players.
Lovely little jump out.
Handle. There's just nothing you can do in a situation like that one. Xfero's hit by the shock dart. Don't think this one's coming together at all for RRQ, but that's a good kill. Trouble is, the post plant is just so strong. And that shock dart is also going to be pretty powerful with the positioning of the plant. Some good kills coming through from Cushy. Is it enough, though? The question I ask.
Nice kills, though.
Of course, is
all right.
well,
Double
sure
pistol, though. We like that. Or is in one pistol each.
Close to being exciting.
Definitely doable with this pistol.
I also say it's pretty exciting.
It's good shots,
oh my god.
Yeah, you're farming up the ulti a little bit quicker, you know, that's something, right?
How is it that G weren't landing those shots, though? I mean, the peaks and the coordination to go for
the
these
peaks are nice.
little trades where you can potentially set up for trades is pretty sick. But
It's
down
not
to
convincing.
this one,
I mean, they had the time. They're fine.
At least they're having a good time with it.
All right.
Okay, everyone can get one shot.
You think to the next round, I mean, this is where you can already start to see, you know, potential warning signs. You always want to worry about where Crazy Guy could be sending these 0 points, and that's what this composition can do as well. You land it just right, you could potentially spoil a lot of executes against Neons. Ooh. Not to mention
that's
the
a big
slows.
it's a big retake on that one. Smoke, deep, flash, close, stun.
So Jemkin's gonna
they take A main. I mean, most teams here would now re-clear head A. That's like what you meant to call, really. Because what's meant to happen is they're setting up one, and then they're going heavy over towards B. They could still send the human drone into B.
In all that time, RRQ's just going to be able to continue to reposition. Of course, GE doesn't want to lose their weapons, though. Bring it over onto the potential bonus and ride that wave.
Does the human drone now go into B, or are we just hitting A?
From RRQ to keep the harbor over on A here, but I'm really not too sure how much it's going to matter.
Could have got a little scary.
That's, again, not quite enough to really trouble GE on their way into A, and it looks like we'll have an equalizing round out here, so game on as far as GE are concerned.
Oh no, hang on.
Nah, surely not. I'm not getting baited.
Damage is big though.
Sparrow. I'm worried.
Auto's on the flank though, so it should have it pretty easily handled, even if these two players come.
Dude, the observer never sticks on the one, man.
On the side, you know, he comes in as the late lurk.
So greedy for the kills.
7-7. Game is alive and well here on Breeze.
Yes, but also, unfortunately, maybe not. The fact that they've lost 3 guns in that round, Elfish, is quite worrisome. You're not going to really be able to invest much into the next round. There's a real good chance that RQ comes back into the driver's seat. It's starting to get really invested into how this entire map could go.
It's not too bad. They get an okay bonus, missing 1 gun.
Being the big difference maker. Xfero then could be such a strong anchor for
What's this? Panman saving onto the wall?
So G really has to, you know, take their
the solo Viper, I guess they just don't want to give it away. Dude, the solo Viper, without putting the wall down, gets the hunt over towards middle. That's crazy.
So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
I kind of like that. Pat just announcing his presence out towards middle really forces RQ to think, do we want to push back? And if we do, we have to spend something instead for it. And in all that time, G just sets up for a B split.
Crazy Guy.
Good stun.
Very much watching for it.
Oh my god, that could have gone horrendous.
Only amounting to 1 onto Autumn, but Xfero has kept
Can he
himself
get
alive
1
at
more?
the back of sight, and that is going to be a problem for GE as they're continuing to lose players on the entry.
He did so good back sight.
He's brought down by Harvey.
He did so good.
He's done enough. 3v2. RRQ will feel good for the retake.
Yeah, I really have to bank on maybe the Hunter's Fury, but
the fact that they haven't walled off back sight yet, does that not give them an indication that they might
yeah, that'll be trouble.
be going from behind?
Waiting for the perfect timing.
Yeah, and they saw this guy as
instead
well.
will be the one to take that kill. And Harvey was spotted out earlier, so I don't think he's really going to be going anywhere too quickly. Oh, yeah, defuse is on. There is just nothing you can do. Walls up. and he was out of position. So 8-7 RRQ.
I mean, if he can save the gun, it's not too bad. The damage is pretty good.
Having to play catch up.
They got 2 at least.
Really unfortunate. I mean, just once again, look at how it all plays out. I mean, not too bad with the macro.
I mean, the Vipers are just doing incredible, man. It's a Viper off at this point.
Initially, Pat showing off his position out towards middle. But when it comes down to these fights, I'm not sure what the call was. They just weren't.
I think we'll see more Senti variety.
Maybe
not variety with it, but you're gonna. The Sentis get buffed for sure.
Perhaps. But then again, a different
Sentis will definitely be a little bit better.
Out by RRQ now with jump peeking.
The Vice, you'll probably see a bit of rise of.
And there's a slight chance.
Now we've got nothing to break the wall. Used to have Clone, used to be Neon. Now it's like you actually just go find it.
Still just a bit of information. They could potentially kick down.
I just felt like, don't they play? I felt like they play so mad. Amen's allowed to freely duel over towards middle with their only wall, their only smokes.
You still have Gem. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, there is a smoke there.
Well, we'll take it if we're RRQ.
That's his fast shot, and he fired as he goes through. What the hell is that?
At the moment. Hit not yet in from GE, but I don't think there's any secrets as to which direction they're headed in, and RRQ are well and certainly fortified on this A site. Yudotan has to try to make the difference, and he's picked up a kill there alongside Crystal.
Oh, 2v5 at his peak, and they got a Sovo if they can somehow get the plant. Still doable, 1v2.
And now the round gets much, much harder for Crystal. Has to cross back to try to get that
Well,
spike. He's
unlucky.
spotted out by the dart as well. Shockwaves in his direction. He is fighting a battle on multiple fronts, and it's just to try to cross to get the spike. Oh no, now a snake bite down as well. Surely this is not possible, but he gets a big shot in onto Xfero. There's no way he could translate this onto the B side.
Oh no.
He's on the run.
I don't think he's going to be fast enough.
I think he might be.
Yeah, he's fast.
Oh, did he turn around? I think he turned around.
He has to plant safe though.
He's fine. He's got it down. He's got it down. And he's going to hear these footsteps from Cushy. He actually has time. Why has he jumped? That's so scary. Don't you worry about that one, though. This peak's going to come
that's unlucky, man. That was a good 2v5 from them. They got that close. They're forcing down to an eco, right? That might be the death for them. Dude, I gotta see middle. Was there any indication? Was it just as the smoke went up, or it's just as okay? Palin went too early. But he popped his smoke way earlier than that. Yeah, that's bad.
Inside of Pacific as compared to GE, unfortunately. So that one felt really,
still a nice shot though.
Nerve-wracking for Crystal as he hopped across to get that plant in, but Cushy, I didn't feel like he was sweating that much.
Dude, we can't have the Viper going solo mid like this, surely.
Like almost a necessary one, the final lifeline for GE in this second half, because if not, their economy's broken right now, or at least somewhat, and they could really start to lose their grip over this. I mean, RRQ has been kind of controlling things, reading things. You always have this double initiator, which can do so much. If you're trying to break down the door and trying to go fast, you really need to be able to do
need to go to a map 3, as in you want to send. It would be a banger.
But we're not really seeing that from G at the moment.
You can very much see the sweat on the brow of the coaching staff, I think, on both sides there. RRQ obviously, you know, they're not out of the woods
in the last Breeze game as well. Yeah, surely he's the VIP.
Okay. I tell you what, that's not a bad shout. Super Xfero, he has been absolutely dominant on this map as well. 21 and 11.
Let's just think about that. Round 15, yeah, the multi-kill who was able to break down so many players as they tried to set off that B split. It's really, really troublesome for GE.
Olo goes out, one shot, 3 of them.
Javi on the Hero Vandal.
They do, I mean, not saying they want to use it on the ecos, but because I saw the Viper ult on that eco, we'll say it. Like this combo, probably the most underrated in terms of the Neon meta. You're dodging the Sovereign and the Neon jumps on you.
Gonna be working hard in this
And
round
I don't think they're going to use it into this round, but...
Fury's going to be the answer. That is not going to connect initially, but now looks locked on. Cushy
okay, but
gets the better of Crystal. Yudotan taking matters into his own hands. Will still provide a bit of space.
Yeah,
GE in
picked up a gun and got it. The problem is that Udo, is there a gun on site for his teammate died?
Pat in a pretty
Dude,
deep position. If he doesn't
Udo just has a classic.
There could be a lot of problems. Spotted.
Yeah.
They're going to go A main and
Still,
res.
They have to get past him first, and they haven't spotted him initially. Kushi goes down. There's a res in the mix as well, so we're back to 3-on-3. And that is very much an angle here for GE.
Crystal has the ult.
Like you say, it could
Holy,
be
what the hell is that?
impactful. It's going to get pulled out. Hunter's Fury, slow and steady. Here from Crystal, just trying to buy as much time as possible and delay for Harvey. Coming into the picture for two. Hang on, it's a
Damn, dude, big round, man. They pretty much went all in with it. That's 3 ults.
Let's go.
You can't repeat that, but in terms of the impact, it's big.
Semi-thrifty pulled out of the hat.
Yeah, forced him down to eco.
To the ultimate, he timed it and spaced this so well. He actually tagged down Crazy Guy as well. But for Javi to be able to
such an all-in round, it really is.
That's what won them the round. Apart from that, Pat position as well. Just being able to pull out 2 more players, or at least close to that.
I will say what I did like about this is they came into it ready to pop the Neon ult. It looked like they were never going to pop the Sova ult until they actually like got into the favorable position.
In this roster. The next round up though.
Dude, Frost is... I can't work out if he's just like insanely nervous as well. Yeah, he is showing us nothing, man.
Isn't it? Like we get deeper and deeper into this map, and everyone's trying to invest where they can, save where they can.
Yeah, I think so as well, but I can't work it out.
Now.
He looks a little nervous as well.
Anybody's map at this point. Yudatan looking to work his way.
Dude, I'm telling you, the heart rate monitors for the coaches, man. We got to get it in there. It'll be so good.
So much. For these rounds, you always want to be, I guess, concerned about potential shotguns or, you know, classic right-click ranges, and that's why G probably are looking to group up and just storm the front all the way down A site.
Be prime content, really would, yeah.
5 mana, straight on in, trade out.
It's eco for RRQ. Jemkin's bought... Wait, what? Now Crazy Guy's doing it. This is all on the full eco. They have 1 bandit.
It's time for the rotation to come across. RRQ are going to have members here for the defense.
And it's a quick ult as well.
Yeah, Rez is through. Monyet helping Crazy Guy out. So still a 5-on-4 now as Jemkin will drop. There's walls and orbs all over the side at the moment. Xfero on the flank, as you mentioned, comes into play.
But they don't have that much space. Yeah, Patman really wants to take the space back.
Secured for Xfero as well, and Autumn just out of position, shot through the wall. Yudatan trying to salvage it. A 4K.
What is this round? What is this one? Holy, this is weird as hell. I mean, they did insane damage. Actually kind of looked like they were going to win. Let's see Udo's replay. Because he's bailed them out here.
I'm holding my breath every single time I'm watching these rounds play out. Oh my goodness. They actually managed to come up with the call, but that one little grenade fragment from Crazy Guy slowed it down enough for Jemkin to get within
That's how he's getting
to
him?
pop off that overdrive and kind of throw things into chaos for a bit. And in all that time, you know, while it was chaotic on the site,
did you guys show me that double kill he gets on site though? Okay.
Finds a huge multi-kill. Yeah. Thankfully, Yudatan was able to save the day alongside that wall from Javi, so that's what it all comes down to. But this, Elfish, is where things get pretty interesting as well. We've seen 2 timeouts from GE. We haven't seen them from Jovi just yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's just commit sprints.
Might be able to run away with a lead. Coming in with the next buys as well. I mean, they are the ones on the defense. And while the desk was kind of
2 officials tonight, and Neon just got banned. What am I doing? You're locking in Jet, mate. I hope you got a good Jet.
But another big one that actually Pilsky did mention was Jemkin versus Autumn. In terms of the operator usage rates, it's these 2 that you want to look out for. And if Jemkin's the one holding the operator, I mean, especially if you think about the games from, you know, past weeks, last week in ZFM, he is still quite effective. Taking down a player like Yudotan or even Patman could be a very big factor for RRQ.
Could be indeed. Yeah, RRQ leading from the front has meant they haven't had to invest those timeouts quite as much. So still 1 more in the back pocket here. If things get tight on their behalf, they'll be getting called before the end of this game.
Dude, 25-13. What the hell?
Start to get a little bit hot under the collar. Let's
been going insane now.
Whether or not Jovi has had any positive implications on this round.
GE about to get wrecked by this knife for sure.
Positions for now, though. Very controlled, very measured, but early drones in towards A, and that's going to be a call.
Dude, they contact in.
Xfera's not watching the line.
Holy, they wrecked them.
That is your key player out of the picture. That's the guy.
They wrecked them. After a timeout, they contact B. What a call this is.
Oh,
guys.
goes undisturbed. Hang on a minute! The reposition from Autumn is not enough to save the day. Yudotan tried to help him out, but couldn't. So we're back into a 4v4.
Oh, they go with my double flashback site for literally nothing.
Wow, they actually dumped the Reckoning.
They put the Harbor into it, but I mean, why not?
Obviously, GE just trying to hold strong for the moment. A tap on the defuse. We'll see if it draws anybody out. A 1-for-1 thus far, but Harvey having the impact right here. Does have the res if he wants to pull it as well. Probably unnecessary given the circumstances, but Kushi brings it back to a 2v1. There's no time for the defuse though.
He actually got a kill on the shotgun. No way, he took down Pat.
I mean, it was nice from GE, man. This call is insanely bold.
But the round still goes
It's
to
insanely
GE
bold, but it couldn't have been any better.
So when do you call the next timeout here if you're RRQ? Is it 11-9?
Could be. Not gonna lie,
If it
really
goes 11?
could be.
I mean, this is really awkward for xFaero. I mean, like, what do? You just have to choose which angle to watch. You get 50-50, basically,
Yeah.
but that's just kind of like your sight gone in an instant, and you don't even feel like you really got to play that round.
It's just one of those things where you haven't really seen G go in, you know, full 5 down B main for the past how many rounds, right? But
How does this happen? The second time I train a duelist, it gets killed. I trained Whaler in November, Yoru, and now Neon, and they've all been getting nerfed. Yeah, man. I mean, this is the thing, right? They're just doing this thing where they just try and piss off every single player that plays the game.
Could potentially be pushing out on the extremities of the map.
They only nerf right now.
Awkward spot to be in. RRQ, I think, gonna have to take a bit of a risk somewhere here.
No matter what agent you play, it's been nerfed.
Rifle push out on B is going to be the risk they're going to take, and it will not pay off.
No. Instead, it's dividends for GE. They could have an open B site now, but they're going to be droning out A main for the time being, having seen a drone towards this position just a seconds before. That's going to be the call now. Trying to withstand the fights as well, though. That could be a rifle now picked up.
Exactly.
Yeah, they double the rifles. But they're so far away that it should be impossible.
RRQ into this round, though. They're so out of position. B-side's going to be taken in a second. Plan's going to go down. Got a player watching the flank in mid. And you're still down on numbers for the retake. Not to mention the fact that Monyet's working with a sheriff instead of a rifle, so...
Pat can't die. Don't die.
I think he's fine. He's on the off angle. Nice, easy kill onto Monyet, who's really struggling.
In a great position. You could get a kill as well, that'd be his ult.
It's looked really good for RRQ up to this point, but a lot of that has come off of xFaero, and now that he's maybe slowed down, the fact that he's sort of patching up the holes of, you know, Monyet going 5 and 14, a couple of the other players maybe not quite delivering, is actually starting to be exposed, and GE are now starting to push ahead.
Can't fault that argument. It's just what we're seeing on the server right now. Of course,
dude,
this
they got
round
the
will
kill.
kind of write it off because
Works
it's,
out well for them.
Slight eco from RQ.
3 big
but
ults.
how long can we continue to say that we're
Few of them are
near the
situational
end
though.
or near map point now for GE for this map? So it all comes down to this next round for RQ. Such a crucial one.
Looking
You
great
have to
for
imagine this is
RQ.
where that timeout
Yeah,
really
I mean they're
comes
doing
to
the same
factor.
thing each time
What
right
have
now
the
as
players
well.
gleaned in from the coach's intervention?
That
Positional setups are so crucial.
I'm still impressed by that contact play though. It's hard to call that
If you're buying
in
up
that
an
situation.
operator, that's what it's for. And Jemkin is positioned towards middle.
4 in a row now for GE.
It's a straight up A
Have to
split.
break the streak here.
Did they miss their smoke?
Slower though, straight into middle.
And now they can't cross. Oh, that's a massive mess up. How's he missed his smoke here though?
Maybe not the guy that you'd
How's it ended up here?
The fight's gonna happen. He's been struggling.
Or is it on purpose to take the angle or something?
And Yudotan as well onto Monyet, like I said, has been having a rough game. There's
Holy, nicely done from Autumn.
The setup just
Dude,
falls
his
apart
only
for
rounds have
RRQ.
been like the only big
3
rounds he's had
individual
is
equals
rounds
one,
where he
and
gets
that
his
might be a
ult,
map
but
for GE at this point.
What a way to stabilize. Not gonna lie, this, yes, could be
they've been
where it all
impactful.
ends.
Mate, what is
Next
this?
round, it's quite likely that RQ's not going to be able to buy back up. They might have some ults or close to them, but I don't imagine they're going to be able to do that much off of it.
RRQ? I mean, they
Although
melted
have
a little bit
had
on
pretty
this defense,
successful
for
peaking
sure.
rates before. This is a GE that is now in control. Just careful.
GE just dominate middle.
plays,
They played very
positions,
scared, RRQ.
Expecting RQ to be hungry for information, and that's where you find punishment.
I think RRQ have very much been punished in this second half. They came in with some degree of hubris, really. First half looked so good. RRQ were rolling along nicely, but GE able to stabilize, and looks like Breeze will
What's
be there,
RRQ
so
doing in middle? I mean, nothing. Which is weird, because they kind of had the wall to like fight and reclaim middle as well.
That's where you could potentially steer the conversation, I want to say shift, towards Pearl as well. And that's one where you don't see GE playing it that much. RQ has played it quite a bit as well.
Very nice. It's been a solid attack off from GE.
Gonna be very helpful for these
3 goes at it. 3 goes at it. They got so many ults.
Pretty much broke.
Good. Yeah.
Half buys.
Half buy across the board for RRQ. Really nice impact from Autumn and Udatan to start.
Where do you think RRQ is in comparison to the teams that are probably going to Masters? I mean, near the bottom end, but well, if you listen to Frost, apparently they're top 4 in Americas. Because the middle of the pack in Pacific is top 4 in Americas.
Straight away over on B, but it's perhaps not going to matter as Jemkin is taken out of this round. It feels like it almost could be considered a victory lap here.
Honestly, with the Neon nerf, maybe.
So Patman goes walking right into Monya, and then Crazy Guy with the headshot onto Autumn.
Maybe he was saying it after the nerf, after he read it.
Coming through from RRQ is perhaps
what a shot that is.
Pushy for 2. Autumn
Gotta
in the
do
clutch,
it all.
1v1. Could get it done right here for GE. Up on the box, he's spotted out, I think maybe by Cushy, perhaps the
Surely
shoulder just seen for a second there.
Oh, he's thinking across to pick up the spike.
Has to. Dart. Ooh. I mean, obviously knows where roughly he is, and so Cushy takes the push forward and wins
nice
the
from
duel.
Cushy, man.
We go again. It's not over yet.
It's close.
Oh
that was really close.
Lord. Oh, Elfish. Isn't this fun? Don't you like casting Valorant?
Yeah, it's fun.
You would have thought that this round belonged to
China
GE.
is going to win
Everyone
London
had
because of the
shields.
Neon
That
nerf.
Outlaw
I did
was
see they're not
firing
playing
off
as
inside
much
main
Neon
main.
as other
But unfortunately,
teams.
somehow, Pat not quite anticipating that Judge around the corner out by mid.
I mean, Paper Exit, for sure the heavy favorites.
Cushy's still popping off.
And I'm not even sure it's close.
Just unfortunate for
but I can get on board with China having a good event because of it.
Tried to go for the fight instead. Unfortunately, was not able to live to tell the tale. The next round up, though, and that's where you start to worry as well because G can't afford out towards the rest of the rounds, but it's big setups from RRQ, and they have ultimates as well to weather this storm.
Well, they've been trying to get the punish over towards A main for a while now.
And GE suffering as a result of it. Hey, I mean, there's a chance we go OT in the first playoffs game of the stage.
Very possible, unless somehow you find the pick.
Patman had been reliable, but again, maybe slowing down a little bit here. Not the time to. Still need another round on the board here for GE, but relying on Crystal and Autumn to try to put it together, and they are pretty aware of Cushy's position, but that doesn't make it any easier to dig out.
Just not happening. 2v5, now a 1v5. The only thing I could say is you don't want to donate these alt points over. Watch out for Crazy Guy, though. He's close to null command.
I was going to say, are any of them close? KO's kind of close. 30 seconds left. I will say with the Neon nerf, if let's say it's a big Neon nerf, right? Let's say they completely killed Neon like they did Yoru.
Anyway, so
the teams that are battling, teams right now with Neon will be battling for the first seed. This first seed's going to be big, man.
OT Brewing, RRQ,
having 2 extra weeks to make sure that you can get your stuff good on every map if you were using a Neon on every map. Pretty nice.
So can you really blame them for being surprised?
It should be won by a first seed.
Score.
London, really.
Now you're kind of aware to it, and that is another one where, yes, you test the mentality of the GE players. Are they calm enough to really put together the right calls to finish this out in regulation?
You said this last time, yeah, but the coaches let me down. What can I say?
Approach from GE, as we have typically seen on this attack.
But surely the coach skills got better this year, right? So it won't happen again.
You have all the recons, all the potential initiating utility off Yudotan, but
surely you would learn from an event where you were first seed and then lost.
He's going to spot quite a few. That Hunter's Fury is causing a real problem.
Oh boy, what the hell happened there? Is that on purpose? I feel like that's not on purpose.
For the map, GE pushing their way forward. Patman again this time.
Oh, Jemkin with no util swings
so
out.
in that first half, pulls it back to the 2 players.
Instead of just holding the space when they had a harbor ult. Is that not just the whole round?
It's gonna obscure vision for now.
Patman just drops down, tries to wait it out. Can't escape this time. Harvey pushing his way forward, gets past Monyet's line, and Monyet, the player that's really been struggling all day long, needs to put it together himself. Smokes off the spike. It's not going to help him out at all. Taps are not fooling anybody. You've still got some shock darts through there as well.
Nice.
Monyet is down.
Dude, pretty good attack in the end
13 to 11. It was a valiant effort from RRQ to try to come back at the back end.
Yeah, that's a scrap for
GE
it.
reigns supreme.
I know, just every single round feels